Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been waiting for this package to come in for a very long time. This is from Flex WRX8 on Instagram, and he is a good guy. Justin, he retrofitted some Crosstrek headlights for me, and has been a great throughout this whole process, and I'm really happy to unbox this and show you guys what's inside, what he did for me, and what you guys could do as well. And unbox it, I'll show you guys how it looks.
Artlist.io.
Okay, so hopefully there's not a ton of glare, but god damn, these turned out so sick, man. So I'd have to remember the contents of this build, and I'll find it and I'll put it in the description, but it's frosted sea lights, sea light housing, diodynamic switchback sea lights, all dust black interior, and then the gloss black Apollo 2.0 shroud housing, or projector shroud, and I think that's a HID kit, and I forget the K bulb or whatever's in there, but I'll figure that out for you guys. But goddamn, these turned out so sick, man. The back of it's all super tidy as well. He killed it, man. There's the Morimoto HDR resistor or whatever it is. I'm not sure about this stuff. The switchback. There's a whole harness in here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to wire this stuff up, but goddamn, he killed it, man. I'll pull out the other one and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so there's the second one. I'll try and get a better angle. But damn, these things look so sick. The attention to detail, the quality of work is crazy. For a guy that does this as his, like, you know, side hustle or hobby, if you call it, this is really cool. Huge shout out to him, man. Like the packing job is crazy, man. Look at all the bubble wrap, like that's nuts. All in there. You know, no damage in shipping, no lost stuff, nothing. It's crazy. He really put time and effort into these, and I think it you know, this was a good couple months. It was probably 3 or 4 months of doing this, so I appreciate it, and I cannot wait to put them on the car. Hopefully I can do that today or tomorrow once I figure out all the wiring stuff. Alright boys, I'll see you shortly. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Obviously you just saw the start of this video. I got the retrofitted headlights from Justin, and I'm going to put his Instagram handle. It's Flex, FLX, WRX8. He's on Instagram, he builds headlights, WRX, STI, Crosstrek, Impreza, whatever you name it, he can do it. And probably other cars as well. I know he has a BMW, so he does some of that stuff. Today we are going to take off the bumper, original headlights, and then we're going to put the other ones in. So I'm going to end this clip and I'm going to show you kind of the tools that you need. The car is currently up on the wood blocks I made, and I have the jack under the main subframe, just in case, but we're going to have to do all the clips up here, clips on the bottom. We're going to pull the thing off and I'll show you how to get that done. Okay guys, so some of the tools you're going to need, obviously a good set of sockets. I think majority of them are 10 mils when you do need to use a socket wrench. So at least a 10 mil socket. I'm going to use some zip ties just to keep the cables all tidy for the new retrofit headlights. A flathead screwdriver. This is a O-ring pick. That's to get some of the tabs up. And then these are bins that I have for all the assorted clips, just so I don't get anything lost, and a Sharpie just so I know where is all the clips. And I will put you back on the tripod and we will get back to first tackle the grill. And there's 10 pop clips along the top of it. I'm going to take them off and I'll bring you back to when they're off. Alright, so as you can see, I put all the clips in this little box, grow clips, just to keep it organized. So the grow is undone. There's a little like air transfer plate that you can pull out, so just pull this back and you can take this bad boy out. There you go. Put that off to the side. Next we're gonna go on the bottom and I'll show you the clips similar to doing the fog lights. Just a couple clips in there, one in the fender wall, and then we'll get in there. Okay, so there is one clip on this fender line right here. There's a little push clip we're gonna have to push in and we can pull it out. So that's the only one on the fenders that you have to do. Beneath the car, similar to when we were doing the Dodge fogs, there's one at the edge here, 1, 2 clips, there's 2 up here, and then the same on the other side. Pretty simple, it's just the flathead screwdriver pop clips. I will show you when I get that done.
Artlist.io.
Okay, so everything's taped up. I'm going to pull off the bumper. This bumper has never been pulled off before, so it might sound like you're breaking the clips when you pull it off here and around the headlights, but it's not going to break. It's just them pulling the releasing. My brother just dropped off another thing that came in the mail from the front door. These are sorry, brain fart. Carbon fiber interior pieces. I have another thing for the interior coming in. These are from the new WRXs, I think in 2016, 2017 limited. These are from Lee C Parts, which is a Subaru part out reseller, whatever. Yeah, so these will go in. Maybe this video, maybe next one, I'm not sure, but yeah, they're very cool. So we'll get to it. Alright guys, so to take off the headlights, what you're going to need is the little like O-ring pick and a 10mm socket. I already unconnected the negative terminal on the battery just so I'm not dicking around with the battery. But there's 5 10mm sockets, one here, 2 in the front here, and 1 on the side here. And then you're going to use your O-ring pick. And there's 1 up here that you take out, and 1 on the side where that other 10mm screw is. I'm going to time lapse it, and I will show you what's how it's going to look. I'm going to take off this like plastic eyelid off first.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the kind of like eyelids off both headlights. Now I'll just show you, we've got 1 clip here and 2 clips left. Then the headlight can come out. Then you have to unconnect the harnesses. I'm going to do it one at a time, and you can see I've been labeling all my little parts and stuff, and I'm going to take a wire brush to the screws at the end just to get it on the any of the crap or whatever. But yeah, it's going smoothly so far, and yeah, I can't wait to see how they look. I will show you me pulling out the headlights.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, okay, so this is going to be a bit of a process for myself, but I'm just kind of laying out some of the wiring and I'm going to remove the air duct as well. just so I have a bit more room. So you just get a flathead screwdriver. There's 2 of these clips, one here, and we will take off the air duct. A lot of this is going to be me going back and forth with Justin, who made the headlights, just to help me figure out the wiring, but I will bring you guys along the way and we'll get it done. Alright guys, so I'm just figuring out where all the wiring and stuff goes. I'm talking with Justin over Instagram, and he's giving me tips and little like instructions on how to do this. For me, that speaks huge. He's a great guy. He's been helping me out. So the first thing, this is the DRL, I think, driving running light module. On the wire up here, there's a green and a white and black wire. For at least my setup, there's a little quick connect, and you clamp that on the green wire. It splices. Then this is the DRL harness. This is for the passenger side, driver's side, and that will connect into the back here on the retrofit headlight here. Alright boys, we just got some instructions from Justin. Justin, thank you if you're watching this. I really appreciate it, man. Okay, so the factory plug at the bottom of the headlight, that's going to go back to where it is. This is for the bi-xenon projector. This one, I will be connecting another harness into it. I'll show you when I do that. And then this DRL harness will go to the back of the headlight. I'm going to show you as I go, and we'll do it. First, I'm just going to scrape off some of the rust from the screws, and then we'll get on to doing that.
Artlist.io.
Alright boys, okay, so the headlight's in. It looks killer. Justin, you killed it, bro. I'm just gonna ask him if this module needs to be inside the engine bay or they can be down here, and I'll mount it somewhere. So I've only have one screw in holding it in. I don't want to go further, but damn bro, it looks, killed it, man. He killed it. Yeah, so I'm gonna fiddle around with it more, and I'll let you guys know when I get back. Alright, so sorry, a little bit off camera. 2 bolts are in, and the top push pin, just to get the headlight in place. And I took it out again and mounted the Acme projector box up here, and I'm gonna make a bracket for it. But that's there right now. I'm going to tighten down the 10 mils and then put the 2 other ones here, one here, and I'll get the eyebrow, and I'll put the eyebrow under the headlight, and then we'll move on to the other side. So cue the
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, so we got the passenger side buttoned up, the eyebrows on, all the bolts are in. I zip tied some of the wires in the splash guard. I've now ran the driver's side driving light cable. I'm going to put the other retrofitted headlight in. I'm going to attach the cables up, and then we're going to get onto this harness shortly, but I'm gonna get the headlight in, and you'll see me put it in, so keep posted. Oh yeah.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, so a little update. I took off the radiator clips, whatever, I don't know, the brackets, the radiator brackets, is I'm gonna route this wire through this passage here. I'm gonna use a zip tie and get rid of the slack, but I don't want it near the belts or the fans or anything, so I'm gonna run it through this little channel here. I'm gonna zip tie it and hide it down there so it looks all pretty, and then I gotta figure out the other harness, so I will let you know when I do that. Alright guys, so a little bit has changed. I'm finishing up the wiring on the headlights, so I've routed the DRL wire across the radiator to the driver's side, and that was tucked under the radiator stay, so I took that off, and I took off the hood prop. So we have the positive battery wire connected up to the positive battery, and I have one on the negative, but the battery's disconnected. I am waiting to hear back from Justin on a couple more of these wires. So it's just an OEM input and 2 ballasts, and that is the harness and module for it. So I'm waiting to hear if it goes on the passenger side of the car or the driver's side, and then I'll mount the other Acme projector modules, and we'll repeat the process. I'll button up the wiring and I'll throw the bumper on it and we'll see how it looks. Alright boys, so everything's wired up. I'm gonna have to zip tie some cables and get that all ready, but looks good. I'm gonna get it all sorted. Batteries connected. I'm gonna show you what they look like. So the projectors and the sea lights are on now, and then when you indicate, they'll turn yellow. And I'll bring you a bit closer. They're bright, man. They look so sick. I'm gonna do some more work on it later, put the bumper back, but right now I'm gonna have a shower, a little rest, a little break, and we'll get back to it. Cheers. Alright guys, as you can see, the car is back in the garage. It is probably 10 o'clock right now. Excuse my voice, I am sick, not with coronavirus, but more like strep throat. Anyways, I took off the air duct because I'm kind of redoing the wiring. You can see that I've bundled up the positive and negative wires from the terminals, and then this whole wiring harness here, I'm kind of bunching it together, and then I'm gonna mount, like I've already mounted one of the Acme projector ballasts on the battery tie down. I'm gonna mount this on top somewhere. I'll make it all clean. Anyways, I rerouted the wires under the radiator core support, and I'm just figuring out like the wiring with the air box. And right now I'm just cutting a bit of the metal on the bracket, and then I'm gonna file it down just so it's smooth. And I'm gonna mount it on this hole right there, and then tidy up the wiring. And I may do that on the other side, I'm not sure yet. Originally I was gonna mount it up here, kind of near the coilover, just on this bracket here, but I couldn't, it wouldn't reach, so you know, whatever. Anyways, so I will do a time lapse of kind of me like working away, and I'll show you when I'm finished. Okay, so just so you can see what I was working on, the projector ballasts already come with a bracket, so just for the clearance of this crash beam or whatever, I had to use 10 snips and cut them out a little bit and just smooth it down with a file, just so it doesn't scratch the paint. And then I bolted it to it, and I'm going to tighten it down. I'm going to rework the wiring and make sure it's all tidy, not near the engine, more so like under the headlight. And then I'll put the air duct back on. This side will be good, and then I'll finish up on this side. And then we will work back putting the bumper and etc. on.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, the air duct is back on. That really paid off. The wires are all tucked. You cannot even tell it's retrofitted unless you really look at that screw under the air box. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And instead of mounting it up there, it's hidden by the air duct. This side will definitely be a little bit more visible, but I'm going to figure out a way that's really cool and easy to mount. But yeah, it's looking really tidy, and I'll time-lapse that, me doing that. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I ended up mounting the black like bit of the harness, like with the two blocks on it, down on the battery tie down, like down. I took the battery tie down off and I slipped it down there, and then the ballast for the Acme projectors is on the top. I know there's a couple zip ties in there, but that's the best I could do. It's pretty tight, so all the wires are bundled up and out of the way, and the ones for the projectors have been wrapped in electrical tape just so it's safe. Everything's ready to put the bumper back on. I'm gonna do that now, but the headlights are good to go. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a bit more tape on the bumper, just retape some of the guards. I just don't want to scratch up the headlights at all. I'm gonna plug back in the fog lights, and then we're gonna put the bumper on, and I'll redo the clips. And I'm not gonna talk, I'll just film it all, let you guys watch how she goes.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, so I'm running into a little bit of an issue, but I'm sure I'll figure it out either tonight or tomorrow. One side of the bumper likes to go in nicely, the other side feels like it needs more room, so I gotta look if it's caught on something or something, or it could just be like I've never taken this bumper off and it's pretty stiff. I don't know, I don't want to force it, so I'm gonna do some digging, and I'll let you guys know what I figure out. What do you know, I just had to push it a bit more and it went in. It's nice. I'm just gonna use the back of my sweater and push in. I just want to make sure that the bumper's all seated, and then I'm gonna put the clips in. So it's good to go. I'm just gonna put the clips in, and then we're done for the night.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Boys, does this thing ever look good? Holy shit. Look at that. Hopefully I can get it to focus. You saw it earlier, but it doesn't do justice, man. It looks so good. It's super clean. I'll show you what it looks like without the fog lights on, and then I'll run some hazards and blinkers, etc. Sick, boys. Sick.